there is still a lot about the brain that doctors and scientists don't fully comprehend. They are, however, learning more every day. There's still a lot to learn about the brain that does the majority of the work. The brain is a part of the central nervous system of your body. It's the most difficult part of your body to understand. It is capable of sending and receiving massive amounts of information. The brain, which is made up of billions of neurons, nerve cells, that communicate through trillions of synapses, is one of the most complicated and interesting organs in the body. It is critical to keep your brain healthy and engaged. In this video, we're gonna share some interesting facts about the brain. Virtually unlimited storage capacity. The information stored in the brain is divided into 3 categories: sensory memory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. As a result, the brain manages the information we receive without making us feel overburdened. It's likely that if we see something repeated multiple times over a lengthy period of time, it will stay in our long-term memory, while other things simply pass past our heads. Memories are reconstructed and new elements are extracted from various sections of the brain. They are not static. Even if we don't recall certain information right now, the data is still there. Furthermore, it is not able to delete information at will, which would be advantageous if we were to experience a traumatic occurrence. Despite the fact that there must be a physical limit to how much memory you can store, it is still enormous. You don't have to be worried about running out of space at any point in your life. Not fully formed until the age of 25. The growth of the brain begins from the back and progresses to the front. As a result, the frontal lobes, which are responsible for planning and reasoning, are the last to strengthen and structure connections. So the frontal cortex is the final section of the brain to reach full maturity. It isn't totally online until you're around 25 years old, which is mind-boggling to think about. The myth is that you only use 10% of your brain. According to researchers, this urban legend has been around since the early 1900s. It's possible that people misunderstood or misinterpreted neurological studies impacted it. The 10% myth may have originated with psychologist and philosopher William James' writings. We are using only a small part of our possible mental and physical resources, he wrote in his 1908 book The Energies of Men. Like other urban legends, the tale has been passed down through the generations. The 10% myth is frequently used by well-intentioned persons, such as motivational speakers or professors, to emphasize that everyone should try to reach their maximum potential. Unfortunately, some less well-intentioned individuals have taken advantage of the misconception to promote and sell products and services that purport to unleash your brain's latent potential. The human brain is enough to power a light bulb. A little light bulb can be powered by brain activity. Your brain creates roughly 12 to 25 watts of electricity when you are awake, which is enough to power a modest light bulb. All of that strength necessitates some much-needed rest. A good night's sleep is important for the health of your brain circuits. In addition, sleep deprivation can lead to an increase in the accumulation of a protein in the brain associated with Alzheimer's disease. 75% of the brain is water. Water is very essential for the proper functioning of the brain. This means that even modest quantities of dehydration might have a harmful impact on brain processes. The brain gets smaller as we get older. When you're in your 40s, your brain's general size starts to decline, and the pace of shrinking accelerates after you reach 60. Brain shrinkage does not affect every part of the brain at the same time. Some parts of the brain shrink more quickly than others, and brain shrinkage is likely to worsen as you become older. Seeks pleasure and avoids pain. The ventral pallidum, a brain area, balances messages that either excite or inhibit neurons, influencing a person's motivation to seek pleasure or avoid pain.